Good morning, good morning, good morning. Please take your seats if you're going to be here for the service. Welcome to Unity of Wilmington and its hybrid service. Will you please stand and join us as we sing ourselves into the beginning of the service? And you can greet each other at the same time.
Rocking my soul in the bosom of Abraham, rocking my soul in the bosom of Abraham, oh, rocking my soul. And all God's children sing together. What a time, what a time, what a time. All the hearts in the world gonna rise up as one. What a time. What a time that will be. What a time that will be.
What a time that is as we all sing in wonderful harmony. Good morning, I'm Lainey Mauger. I'm your platform host for this day. Welcome to Unity of Wilmington and our hybrid service. Anybody here for the first time this day? Just raise your hand and we'll just be happy to say hi to you. Have our ushers give you a welcome packet and you can fill it out if you like. And if you don't, that's okay too. Anybody here for the second or third time? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you back. It's a good thing. And for all the rest of us, both here and out there, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. June is busting out all over, finally. And now it's cold and cloudy. Anyway, because it's the first Sunday of the month, it's Birthday Sunday. Does anybody have a birthday in June? Please, yay. If you would be so kind as to remain standing, we'll sing happy birthday to you. Just stand up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, June birthday. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. Thank you for blessing us with your presence this day. Today, helping us get the service on the road is Christopher Dean in the sound booth. He's bringing the sights and sounds to you here and out there in hybrid land. Our celebration singers welcomed us in. Yay, wherever you are. Reading our daily word today will be Teresa Rodriguez. Not yet. She's right. Our music director is Katie Deese. Our singer is Courtney Rickert. And our speaker is Dr. Herbert Harris. So now it's time for our profession of faith. Join me. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotence. And our three affirmations. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose. I am in the right place at the right time, right now. And now Teresa will do our daily word.
Good morning. Good morning. So the Daily Word is a publication in Unity Village. You can order it, or we have copies out in the lobby for $3. And today is June 4th, and the Daily Word is release. And the affirmation is regular releasing keeps me in the flow of life. I have been changing as long as I've been alive and will continue to evolve as long as I live. I make room for the person I'm becoming through releasing, which is an important part of my spiritual practice. Just as I would not fill my closet with clothes that no longer fit, I do not fill my life with beliefs and ideas that no longer reflect who I am and who I'm becoming. Regular releasing creates space in my life for new things to come in. It is my way of remaining open to possibility, of welcoming new opportunities, of keeping myself in the flow of life. Releasing is also a powerful way to live my faith. I trust I am moving in the right direction and release items from my past easily and with gratitude for the role they played in my life. And in the Bible, from Psalms chapter 51, verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and put a new and right spirit within me. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. And now, Courtney will present us with a song.
Early each day to the steps of St. Paul, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls. Come buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare, all it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies. All around the cathedral, the saints and apostles look down as she sells her wares. Although you can't see it, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares. Though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Thank you, Courtney. You must be an opera singer.
No, I am doing an opera for the very first time this summer.
Really?
Trying
Well, give her a hand. Well, You're going to do it quite well. Wow. Man, wasn't that angelic? I mean, you could just feel the angels up there clapping. Thank you so much, Courtney. Welcome to Unity of Wilmington. Wow. What a magnificent day. Thank you, all of our guests. I see my good friend. Thank you so much, Andre, for being here. And some other friends of mine. Wow. You know, this is a great day, the first Sunday in June, to really help us get centered on where we need to go for the rest of the year. And so those online, I like to say on television, that's obsolete. The TV ministry, like, yeah, right, you and Reverend Ike. Okay? But our online members, please be a part of this. We're going to do our meditation, and wherever you are, hopefully you're not driving, but wherever you are, just sit and get into the spirit and the vibration of love along with us. So let us prepare for our message today. Sit straight up in your seats. Put your feet flat on the floor. Close your outer eyes. Open your inner eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, we feel a peacefulness, a calmness come over our entire bodies. From the top of our head to the tips of our toes. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And in this state, let us focus on our gifts. Those special talents and skills that God has blessed us with. Each of us has a special gift, an individual gift, a personal gift. And just focus on that gift for a moment and let that gift remind you of your own greatness. Maybe it's the gift of kindness. That vibration of love that you send out to all who come into your space. Maybe it's the gift of drive that gives you desire and energy to complete any task before you. We know it's a gift of love. Let us say love together. Love. Just let that sink in. Let's say it once more. Love. This gift of love will serve us well throughout our lives when we treat each other as we would like to be treated. When we feel the compassion for another person's suffering. When we share love with all who come into our space. Whatever your gift, it's given by God to bless you and bless the world. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And together. And so it is. Just let it sink in. Wow. What a beautiful Sunday. This is the first Sunday of the 6th month, and I want to thank all of you for being here in the sanctuary, and thank you for being here online. And just acknowledging our visitors and all of the volunteer teams, the welcome team, Gail and your team, everybody was, did you notice when you came in, everybody was smiling and beaming? Yeah. Well, the welcome team is on the case. Thank you so much, Gail. Let's give the welcome team a hand. Yeah. But you know, that sets the tone. This message today is very special because as we begin to move into the next part of the year, can you believe that this is the 6th month of the year? I mean, I look around like, where did the rest of the year go? Did I miss the memo? But that's what happened. And so as we begin to go forward, I'd like to sort of put us in a vibration so that we'll be open and receptive to our teachings today. I love the call and response to let you tune into what we're saying and what we're sharing. So if I say, how do you feel today? You say, great. Let's try that. How do you feel today?
Great.
Let's do loved. I feel that love vibration. How do you feel today? Loved. Y'all are very good. Give yourselves a hand. You know, this audience could be like background singers to the vibration of the world. With that kind of energy, wow. We also love affirmations, which tie down our message. You know, at Unity, one of our purposes is to help uplift you and give you a bigger expression of your life, and we do it by training and by learning principles. And affirmations are a way to reprogram ourselves and tell ourselves who we are. You know, sometimes we'll be surrounded by people who are telling us something else. You know, my mother was like a negative motivator. Any of you have negative motivator people? Yeah, you know, like, you can't do it. Like that's going to motivate you to work harder. But a lot of people feel that. And so a way to change that is to reprogram yourself by affirmations. And so I feel great today is a way to make yourself feel better. You notice when you walked in this room, everything seemed to light up and you felt really good? We were doing affirmations up in here today. Quiet affirmations. I was going, I feel great today. I feel great today. The room is full of love. So let's do this affirmation. I feel great today. I feel great today. Let's do I feel loved today. I feel loved today. And then let's tie it down with our favorite affirmation. I am beautiful through and through. Together. I am beautiful through and through. One more time. I am beautiful through and through. Give yourselves a hand. Woo! We're ready. This idea of gifts is a powerful one, and it comes up time and time again in the Bible. And by the way, our message is Bible-based, where we use the Bible as a spiritual textbook. You know, you can read the Bible on many levels, but as a spiritual textbook, if we read it on a certain level, we get so much instruction for how to live. I love to open with a quote. Leo Buscaglia, one of the early trainers and motivational people, I always loved him, and he said, your talent is God's gift to you. What you do with your talent is your gift to God. Your talent is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift to God. And so this idea of what are your gifts is critical. One of the main principles is that everyone has gifts. The fact that we were created means that we were born with a gift. Think about this. God does not create junk. Everything God creates is about love and wholeness. And so the fact that we are created means that we already come with all the gifts we need. You know that one of my great teachers used to say, where there's no vision, the people perish. And sometimes you may have a vision that's so big you think it can't be done. I'm sure that many of you have had dreams of things you wanted to do, but somebody said, oh, no, nobody's ever done that before. They told Einstein that. They told Roger Bannister that. Nobody's ever run a 4-minute mile. But one of the thoughts was, you don't get a vision without the provision. So when you have a purpose, God created us for a purpose, and so the simple fact that we were created means that we have everything we need to do everything we want to realize that purpose. So you have to wonder, it seems really simple, doesn't it? Why is it that many of us don't see our gifts? Well, number one, many of us are so focused on our situation and circumstances that we can't see the blessing of just being alive. You know, no matter, my dad he used to say, I don't care how bad it is, as long as I'm around to complain about it. When we were kids, Alan, these young folks may not remember, but we used to do the atomic bomb drills. And they tell you in school, you know, to climb under your desk and kneel down if the bomb goes off. And my dad used to say, look, as long as I'm around to say, what was that? I'm good. So we are created with a purpose. And sometimes our background and our situation clouds our vision of that purpose, clouds our vision of the gifts that God has given us. Sometimes we don't even believe we have a gift because of what other people have told us. You know, a lot of us are eagles raised by turkeys. Now, not that the turkeys are bad people. Everybody is who they are. But there are many of us raised by people and families. I mean, my family, like I said, my mother was the greatest negative motivator in the world. My dad had enough sense to stay out of the way. So many times we don't see our gifts because of what other people have told us. And you know, even people who don't like us, we'll take it in. Some folks who don't, I mean, there are people who are even nasty to us, may abuse us, and we'll accept their vision of their version of who we are. So, number one, let's realize that, number one, we are created for a good purpose. No matter what anybody says, no matter what our circumstances, we are created for a good purpose. Repeat after me. I am created for a good purpose. Together.
I am created for a good purpose.
Doesn't that make you feel different? No matter what's going on, I'm created for a good purpose. Number two, that you are endowed with certain unique talents and gifts to realize that purpose. The fact that you have a purpose means we already have everything we need to manifest that purpose. God gave us two powerful things, breath and time. You know, prana, in the Indian teaching, prana means breath, but it also means energy. And so the moment your breath is always proof of life. Say, if you ain't breathing, you ain't living. It's interesting. Other parts of the body can continue to live for a while, but once that breath is gone, it's over. So there's really a spiritual aspect of breathing, an energy vibration. And so we're endowed with these unique talents to realize that purpose. I am endowed with unique talents and gifts. Together. I am endowed with unique talents and gifts. And just let that sink in for a minute. Third key point. It is your nature to seek out your purpose. It is your nature to seek out your purpose. We are purpose-seeking creations. You know, every other creation has its purpose. It always amazed me how birds can fly 5,000 miles up north to the same place they started from, and then find their way back 5,000 miles to the same island they started from. Was it the birds of Capistrano? They don't have a GPS. They can't read a map. But their purpose is so clear they don't need a map. And so our purpose can be just that clear when we focus on the gifts that we have. So the question is then, if it is in my nature to find my purpose, and that these gifts are there to facilitate that, how do I find my gifts? Is that a fair question? How do I find my gifts in the middle of all the stuff that's going on in my life? Number one, you ask questions. You know, as a retired attorney, I love to try cases because before I try a case, I set up a series of questions which were designed to paint a picture. You know, sometimes I had some pretty bad defendants, and it was kind of hard to make you look good, brother. You know, can I get back to you on that? So, questions are the key to discovering and finding our purpose and finding who we are and what we're about and finding our gifts. So question number one, what do I love? What brings me joy? And make a list of the things you love, a list of the things that bring you joy. And go back to even your childhood. Many times circumstances and situations can have us so off track that we forget what brings us joy. We wrote a song years ago and said, I lived the life of somebody else other than me. I mean, many times we live a life based on somebody else's expectations, so much so that we forget what brings us joy, what we love. So to find your gifts, make a list of what brings you joy. Make a list of the things you love. Number two, make a list of the things you do not love. I don't like to say, you know, in unity, your words have such power, but I say make a list of the things you hate. It's like, that's a whole other vibration. So let's do the things you do not love. And that's a powerful list. Because many times we get so involved with the circumstances that we forget what we don't want. You know, we can be in relationships with a person who does not love us because you just don't want to be alone. She said, well, what do you not love? I don't love being in a relationship where a person does not respect me and treat me with dignity. What do you not love? I do not love negative thinking. What do you not love? I don't love feeling insecure. And when you start making that list of what you do not love, that's a powerful list because it makes you be honest with yourself. And that, you know, in the philosophy of inquiry, there's certain, they say you ask 6 levels of questions to get to the truth. And so, is there anything else you do not love? Well, let me see. I don't love the fact that I drink a beer every hour and a half. I know people like that. I mean, I have some good workmen that I just had to fire them. They do great work, but they get drunk. And when they get drunk, a whole other person emerges. Do you know anybody like that? Yeah, when they have some out, they get, I mean, it's like, who are you? But when you make a list of those things that you do not love, it helps you find out that list becomes stuff you want to get rid of. Stuff that's blocking you from your gifts. See, the things that block you from your gifts, I mean, they're like prison cells. They keep you captive in the old you. They keep you captive in the frightened you. Remember this. Gifts from God are based on things you love. God does not give you stuff that you don't love. Stuff happens. You know, we have the yin-yang aspect of the world. But when you start looking for your gifts should always be centered on the things you love and not the things that you do not love. So let's look at some key points here. What you love, what you do not love, and that third question, what is your passion? You know, isn't it beautiful when you retire? I think everybody in this church, half the people here are retired, but yet they're working hard. Alan said, I'm retired. But yet they're working hard now, but guess what? They're doing the things that they love doing. If you go down to Thalian Hall, you'll see Gail there as an usher to the plays. Right? I saw Gail, I felt guilty about dozing off. Somebody knows me. But isn't it interesting? Once you finish working, you volunteer in the areas that you love. And so what is your passion? Really put some time into what is your passion. A good way of saying that, what would you do for free? When you look at those things that you would do for free, that's where your gifts lie. See, your passion is really the vibration that drives you to your purpose. Whatever you're passionate about, you think of Mother Teresa. She was, what, a nurse in the army, not affiliated with the church. But when she really found her passion was healing and helping people, being there for people who were suffering. And that simple thing made her a world icon. So what is your passion? What would you do for free? And make a list. You notice there's a common phrase here, make a list. In the Habakkuk, one of the shortest books in the Bible, second chapter, the second and third verses, it says, write the vision, make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. Though it may tarry, wait for it, it will surely come to pass. And this just says anything that you write down takes a special place in your consciousness. If you notice you have a good idea as a singer, as a songwriter, I have a great hook. If I don't write it down, it's amazing. I look tomorrow morning, I cannot remember what it was. That ever happened to you? Yeah. And so write the vision, make it plain. Chris is an incredible singer. and do you write your words out sometime? Yeah. It's funny, once you write it, it does something. It crystallizes in your mind. So this idea of make a list is critical. Fourth point. Now this is the interesting one. Ask your friends and family what they love about you, what they admire about you, what they like about you. You know, very often other people can see your gifts before you can. It's hard living sometimes, and, let's just say, no, it's not hard. Don't like the word. It's exciting living. Okay, we have to be careful about our words, because our words, as the Bible says, your words do not return void. So when you say it's hard living, you create that. So it's exciting. What do you like about me? Ask a person, and people you look up to and people who look up to you. And you'll be surprised. You think they like you because you're rich and good looking. And they really like you just because you're patient. They don't care about your money. They don't care about, you're just patient. No matter what they do, you give them their attention. Ask people who really love you, what qualities do you have that they would like to have? And of all the diagnostic questions, these are the most powerful because other people see you from a whole different space. So once you go through those exercises, those four things of recognizing you were created, recognizing what do you love, what do you not love, what is your passion, and then ask family and friends what they admire about you, and make a list of those things, then you put it all together. And that's how you see your gifts. So there's 7 basic gifts. We're going to close that with the 7 universal gifts. And it's funny, these are the gifts generally that other people see that you may not see. The first gift is the gift of kindness. Kindness will get you what money won't get. Kindness can bring people to your aid, to your assistance. Kindness can uplift people and help them. The second universal gift, patience. Woo! Patience is powerful. You know, we have to have the patience of the farmer. You know, when a farmer plants corn, he can't eat for 2 weeks, no matter how hungry his family is. You know, that scripture says, though it may tarry, wait for it. It's really that everything has a season. Everything has a cycle. And so when you are patient, that means you understand cycles. You know, I wasn't a young father, kind of an older father, but when I'd come to visit my daughter, I found it took 3 days before she really accepted me again. Because I'd be traveling and I'd be on the road and whatnot. And it's because in her consciousness, all she knew was I was not there. She didn't understand the working and the making money and all that. No. And it took about 72 hours before she would warm up to me again. So patience, powerful. Third universal gift, presence. You know, one of the greatest politicians that ever lived, like him or don't like him, was Bill Clinton. If you ever met him, the one thing you felt when you got in his presence was that you were the only person in the world. It was amazing. I met him in Cleveland, and, you know, he was coming down the receiving line, and he'd stop there and look at you and, how are you, man? It's really, I'm really, and he'd say, yeah, I'll vote for you, okay? But presence is so powerful. This is when you're giving another person your time and your attention. And believe me, of all the things, people appreciate that most. The fourth universal gift, gratitude. Be grateful for what you have and you'll get more. Some people focus so much on what they don't have, and when you focus on what you don't have, you attract more of what you don't have. Don't have any money, well, you'll attract don't have any money. The subconscious mind does not make any value judgments. Whatever you put in there, I don't have any money. Objectify it, you're going to stay broke. Gratitude primes the pump of abundance. There's a whole energy shift there. When you express gratitude to people and for what they do and the things that they've given, gratitude opens the door to abundance. The fifth gift is drive. Hard driving people. People who really work at what they want to do. You know, Katie, as a musician, a Jim, you all are really professional musicians. And I think Fran is a professional musician. I'm what you call a jackleg musician. See, if you're not from the country, jackleg is one who has no training. He just does what he feels. Okay? But you have to have that drive to become good at it. Anything you do, you have to have drive at it. Even drive in relationships. You have to work at relationships. If you don't work at relationships, believe me, there's enough negativity out there to tear it down. The sixth gift, forgiveness. Forgiveness is like the freedom fighter. When you don't forgive other people, and you know, forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Someone once said, you can't hold a person down without staying there with them. And anytime you are unforgiving, you're literally letting something hold you in that cage of unforgiveness. So forgiveness is a great power tool. There are people that are upset, you just release them. Hey, whatever you did, I forgive you for it, and I'm on about my way. And meanwhile, they're still worried. My dad used to say, guy said, Herb, do I owe you any money? He said, look, I don't know. He said, I can't be bothered with, well, if I loan you money, you keep up with it. You know, why do I have to loan you the money and then make a note how much you gave me back? If I loan you, you keep up with it. So forgiveness will free you. And finally, the seventh gift is the gift of love. When Christ, the master teacher, was asked about the gifts, he said, well, there's faith, there's hope, and there's love. But the greatest among them is love. And so when you have the gift of love, nothing is impossible. Love penetrates all barriers. So with these 7 gifts, these are like, I'll say these are universal gifts. There are other gifts. You may have the gift of singing, gift of creating, but these 7 gifts are the core gifts that can transform your life. So let us summarize, finish up today. Was this helpful? Yes. Beautiful. And those of you online, I got it right. I hope you took notes because you have incredible gifts too. And you know the beautiful thing about gifts? They're most powerful when you share them, when you send them on. It's like breath. No matter how good a breath is, try to take a deep breath and hold it. Man, this is a good breath. I'm not taking another one. Well, that's the way life is. To give, when you give more, you get more. So, summary, everybody has gifts. We're all created for a purpose. We're endowed with unique talents and gifts, and it is our nature to seek out these gifts. And how do we seek out our gifts? By asking questions. What do you love? What do you not love? What is your passion? And ask other people what they see good in you. And then finally, the 7 basic gifts of kindness, patience, presence, gratitude, drive, forgiveness, and love. Wow. So let us stand and close out together. Everybody in this room has a lot of gifts. You know? Those gifts just warm you up. So I'll say it and then you repeat after me. I am created for a good purpose.
I am created for a good purpose.
I am endowed with unique talents and gifts.
I am endowed with unique talents and gifts.
It is my nature to seek out my purpose.
It is my nature to seek out my purpose.
Where my purpose lies, I find my gifts.
Where my purpose lies, I find my gifts.
Always knowing that the best is yet to come. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Wow. Woo! Fantastic. I tell you. Now remember this gift giving. This is the offering time. So remember this. Okay. Let us do our offering blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is. Ushers, take care.
I'm nothing special. In fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says I was a dancer dancer before I could walk. She says I began to sing long before I could talk. And I've often wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing could capture a heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky. I am the girl with golden hair. I wanna sing it out to everybody. What a joy, what a life, what a chance. Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Woo, thank you, Courtney.
My pleasure.
Wow. Thank you for the music. I'm getting ready to sing. I tell you, one day you all are going to come in here and I'm going to just be singing. We're going to have a whole message of singing. Let us be still a moment and bless this offering. Thanking you, thanking each and every one of you for giving to this church. Those of you online, we appreciate your giving. It is through your loving gifts that this church is able to grow and prosper. We give thanks that each gift is given from the heart and through love, given as a seed that will multiply and grow to help uplift this ministry and touch the souls that are so hungry for love. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you. Wow. Today, we have some special stuff. We have a special ceremony. And this is our new members. You know, one of the things that I love about being a part of a loving ministry is that you have new people who come to this oasis of love and say, you know what, I think I want to stick around here. And so, Lainey?
We have some people who decided to stick around. And they're going to become card-carrying members.
Yes.
They are. I would like to invite the following up to the platform here with us: Gloria Bright, Liza Shaw, Nate Shaw, and Emily Romano.
Beautiful.
I have to juggle here.
Yep.
You can pick up. Oops.
Let me move this. Maybe sit this down here so that you can get a good view. Wow.
We welcome you into membership and unity. Don't fall off the stage. That's not a good first step.
Wow.
Dr. Harris?
I'm just standing here amazed. Just look at the radiance. Aren't they beautiful? Give them a hand.
I know you got the slides.
You know, this idea of membership is so powerful because it means that you've made a commitment to yourself to really follow the unity principles, that God-centered principle that we are one. A commitment to the church that you care about what we're doing and want to be a part of it. And a commitment to the universe to be a part of the good that's happening in the world. So let me welcome each and every one of you officially. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. And so to the membership, these beautiful people have chosen to be a part of this family. Would you please stand? And just look up to them and say, we love you.
We love you.
We respect you.
We respect you.
We bless you.
We bless you.
And we welcome you to the Unity family.
And we welcome you to the unity family.
Knowing
Knowing
that you are centered
you are centered
on the best in you.
on the best in you.
Congregation, do we accept these new members into our family? Yes. Welcome. Give you a hand. Thank you so much. Yes.
I have covenant and your name tag so you can be identified in public. Or not, if you choose not to wear them.
Thank you.
Gloria?
Did somebody get a picture of the new members? Thank you. We can count on you. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. You may be seated.
Not yet.
Yes. Yes.
They have to sing.
Ooh.
They have
Yes.
to sing before you sit.
All right.
One of the greatest things I remember when I joined Unity was being welcomed, as well as having this song sung to me. And I think we should probably pass out the tissues beforehand, because it's definitely a tearjerker. So please join us as we sing about the greatest love.
Ooh. Yes.
The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all of my life is knowing you.
I want to know you more.
I want to know
you more. The greatest thing
in all of my life is knowing you.
The greatest thing in all of my life is loving you.
The greatest
thing
in all of my life is loving you. I want to love you more. I want to love you more.
the greatest thing
In all of my life is loving you.
the greatest thing in all of my life is serving you.
The greatest thing in all of my life is serving you. I want to serve you more. I want to serve you more. The greatest thing in all of my life is serving
Whoopee. Yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Now you can sit down.
Thank you so much. You may
Thank
be
you.
seated. Wow.
Thank
Let's see,
you.
we have one more thing going on. We have a lot going on today, okay? We're right on time. Last week, no, 2 weeks ago, we had a workshop here at Unity of Wilmington, and it was called Using the 12 Universal Laws of Success Workshop. And we had a ball here. And so I want to recognize and give certificates to the members. And you come on up front, and we will give you a certificate and recognize you. Thomas Andrews. Congratulations. Come on, Thomas, stand up front. Okay. Gloria Bright. All right. Gloria, great, and up here. Ann Conlon. Yay. All right. LaVonda McNeil. And Myron McNeil. LaVonda. Myron. Shalina Newkirk. Shalina may not be here, okay. Susan Reichman. Woo. Richmond. Okay, thank you. Come on, Susan, up. Teresa Rodriguez. Thank you. Go ahead up, you can make it. Yes. Okay, Sana Rockwell. Yes, Sana, come on. Cena. I got it. Thank you, Cena. Good to see you. Thank you. Janice Russell. Woo! Okay, I think that's everybody that's attended. Yes, get pictures. What a great, the others are out in the universe, but we want to say this. Thank you so very much for attending. Thank you for your contributions, and thank you for just being a part of this ministry. Let us each give one word. One word. Start with Thomas. One word. Success. Gloria? Learning? Awesome.
Inspiration. Grateful. Champions. In life.
Yes. All right, let's give them all a hand. Thank you so much. You may be seated. All right.
Oh, I still say up
Yes.
there. Now I guess we just all have to take a nice little deep breath and inhale and exhale and say, wow, what a great day this is. Our announcements for the ending of this day. Our prayer box is located in the front over here, as you may know. Teresa Rodriguez will be our partner, so if you would like to pray with anyone this morning, please join her in the corner. There are also slips there that you can write your requests and intentions and put them in the box. And we will pray over them here for 1 month, and then we will send them on to Silent Unity, where they will be prayed over again for another month. And I dare say Silent Unity is a great lifesaver. I have it on speed dial for both happy times and not so happy times. It's a good place to turn and say, I want somebody to hear me, whatever that is being heard. We also have this morning the opportunity to have a oneness blessing. Donna DeGudas will be in the back in front of the sound booth if you're interested in having a oneness blessing. The ladies' lunch for the month of June will be happening at Johnny Luke's this coming Tuesday at 12 o'clock. There's a sign-up sheet in the fellowship hall, so if you're interested in joining the ladies for a delightful lunchtime, please come and join us. Sign up so we can make sure we have seats for everybody. On the 20th of this month, the Salt Cave is giving us a fantastic discount in their service. So we are having fellowship night there on the 20th at 6 o'clock. They've reduced the price to $20 for the session. If you've been to the Salt Cave, I don't know if any of you have. If you have, please remember how terrific it is and share the wonder of the experience with others. It's delightful. It's a very calming, if nothing else, experience, but it's wonderful. On the 21st, the next day, on Wednesday, we are going to have our monthly prayer and meditation service Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, and that will be a walking meditation, and it will be walking in and outside, so bring appropriate footwear so you don't go tripping over things, and join us in the walking meditation. That will be led by Reverend Ellen and by Teresa. On the following Sunday, on the 25th, immediately after the service, we will have our second quarter town hall meeting to bring you up to date to where we are and all kinds of things. The search committee, the dollars and cents, what needs doing and what doesn't need doing and what's changing. And then finally, I'd like to welcome and be grateful for and appreciate the welcome team, the people who welcomed you in and handed you the bulletin and handed out brochures, to the worship team, which is composed of our Dr. Harris, Reverend Ellen, Katie Deese, that put together the service in terms of the order, what's being sung, what's not being sung, and the celebration singers who are here at the beginning and at the end of each service. I want to say thank you, and we do appreciate you. And if you have any inkling of being a part of those things, see Gail. She takes care of all that stuff. So now please join me as we say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Now sing ourselves out.
Have a gift, and this gift is a special gift that has been given to each and every one of you, and it is this: the gift of time. So thank you so much for being with us this day as we sing our peace song.
With God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
May the wisdom of God direct us. May the love of God surround us. May the power of God protect us and make smooth, beautiful, and perfect our way. And so it is.